What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Travis. This is TWA Motorsports, and today we are going to address an issue that I'm sure a lot of you guys have, and well, hopefully this thing fixes it. Now, a little backstory. I'm sure that you guys know if you watch this channel that I hate black wheels. My wife's new SS, or new to her SS, came with black wheels, and I don't like black wheels. So the guy who bought my CTSV, we swapped. He had these chrome CTSV version 2, so the V2 wheels, and I wanted chrome wheels. He wanted black wheels, so we swapped. And ultimately, everything was good. We cleaned them all up, and it's dirty right now, so sorry. But I wrapped the center caps. Everything was good, but for a couple days, everything was great. But now the TPMS sensors are flashing, which from doing some reading, I understand that it was going to happen. What I thought might happen though is on my C6 ZR1, when I put the drag radials on, it actually relearned on its own. So I didn't have to do anything. And I was hoping that this car, being that it's a 17 and that car was a 2009, that this would do the same, but it didn't. So about 2 days into having these wheels on, we get the dreaded flashing TPMS, service TPMS light. And so I went on Amazon and I picked this up, and I'll list this in the description down below. It's said to work for multiple vehicles. Now, it didn't come out working for this because it's been out for a while, but it also lists a 2016 on cars that it'll actually work on. So we're going to try it today. And it should be a relatively simple process, but we're going to show you kind of how to reset those TPMS sensors. Now, I don't love these things. I absolutely hate it because inevitably, you know, the batteries are supposed to be good in them for about 7 years, anywhere from 5 to 7 years. Obviously, this was a 2012, so we're probably at the end of the life on the battery on these, so hopefully they're not dead. Now, they weren't when I had the CTSV, but I haven't had it for about 6 months, so we'll kind of see today if everything's going to work. But the very first thing we need to do is we need to get in the car, turn it on, and get to the reset option. So each car is a little bit different in the fact that we'll turn the accessory on. And hopefully the radio's not blaring, because my wife's been driving this. And it is. Anyway, we'll go to the menu, which on these cars is really weird. It's on the turn signal stock, which, I don't know, I just think that's kind of weird. Let's see if we can get to the menu. We may have to turn the car actually on to get to the menu. I think we're going to have to. So we'll start it up. Hopefully you guys can hear me. This car's pretty choppy. You can see my light flashing up there, like I've got a flat tire. And that's the weirdest shape. I guess that's supposed to look like a flat tire, but service tire monitoring system. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit the menu, gonna get out of that, and see if we can get to the tire pressures. Now what I did was I held down the set and learn. A lot of times there's a check mark button. If you guys have the little 4-button setup on most GM products. So yes, we want to go to the relearn process, and we're gonna click yes, and it's ready. So now we start driver's side. We're just gonna hold this down on the tire cap until the horn honks. No, guys, may not work. I don't know why it's flashing low battery either. My wife buys these cheap 9-volt batteries. So hopefully this works. It's now in the learning process. And you just hold this up against the valve stem or somewhere close to it while you're pressing the button. And there's one. You also start driver's side front. Taking a little longer than I thought it would, but right, so you guys heard that double honk. That means that we are set, and as you can see, we now have pressures on our dash. But guys, that's exciting because this is very cheap. Now I'm gonna turn this off so you can maybe hear me better. I bought this off Amazon for $9 shipped to my house. Now these things it's crazy. They range from like $95 some places to $9 on Amazon. So for $9, I got this thing shipped to my house, and obviously, as you can see, it was able to do what we needed. I'm gonna restart it and make sure that everything is good. But that's annoying to me. I hate having lights on in my dash, so just having that on made me crazy. And it looks like everything is good. Let's go back through the menu and check that out. So we have, obviously we need to put a little bit of air in the rear tires. It looks like maybe somebody was trying to get some traction, so they dropped the rear tire pressure down. I don't know who that would have been, guys. Not real sure. But guys, I'm gonna leave you in this video with some idle clips of this car because it is kind of choppy and it's kind of fun to listen to. But ultimately, guys, hopefully you liked this video. Hopefully it was informative. Like I said, this is a relatively cheap piece to do what you need to do to this car. And well, if you did enjoy it, please smash that thumbs up button. Like I said, I'll list this in the description down below. Pretty quick process, not a whole lot to it. And I will say, guys, if you have one of these cars that has a spare tire in the back, it also has a monitor in it, so you would have to do it. This is not a spare tire car, so we didn't have to do that. But guys, if you enjoyed it, please smash that thumbs up button. Like always, if you're not subscribed, please go down there, hit the subscribe button. While you're down there, make sure you ring the bell icon. That way you're notified every single time we drop a new video. And well, stay tuned to see what we do next. This car is so ridiculously fun to drive. You can haul your family with you. You can rip around. It has a ton of room. It rides incredible. And man, the sound. Guys, you know, I talked about how I'm going to take this car back to stock, and I don't know. Part of me just keeps pushing it off. I think I probably still will, just because, you know, I want it to be dependable for my wife, but man, I don't know. It sure is a lot of fun. I was gonna rip on it, but there's a lady walking. Maybe it's a guy. Okay, it's a guy. I don't want to scare him. This thing literally, like I said, it rides absolutely incredible. I'm impressed because the CTS-V didn't ride, I don't think it rode as good as this car. So obviously the shock technology, even though it's about the same, has came a little ways on this, but wow. Not only that, but the creature comforts. You know, the CTS-V, it had a backup camera, but this is just such a better quality backup camera. Just everything about it. Heated and cooled seats. It's just nicer. My window's so dirty, guys, I know. It's so gross. My one complaint about this car is that I like the sound of it, but it's a little loud for like daily driving. So when you get it out on the highway, it does have a little bit of a drone. You guys can probably hear that. Now I'm not going 60 miles an hour, but it's kind of drony. I think I have an idea to take care of that. I've been reading on the SS forums of people trying to make their cars a little quieter. So I think we got something figured out down the road that we're gonna do for that. I really wish this guy were walking somewhere else. Alright, we're gonna rip on it anyway. So I don't like to drop it down in gears. So what I do is I get it down to first, or whatever gear you want to rip on it in, and then once I stab the gas, I slide it over into drive. So I'm going to try to do that while I'm holding onto the camera. It should be interesting, guys. Woo! It'll come out from under you really quick, guys. A lot of fun to drive. You can hear that blower really wind up. Let's take a look at my work here. My road hasn't had any black marks in a while, and it's needed it.